Hymns of Bharadwaja. Sukta 10. When the pilgrim rite moves on its way, set in your front the divine ecstatic fire. Place him in front by your words, the flame of the good riddance. He is the knower of all things born. His light shines wide, and he shall make easy for us the progressions of the sacrifice. O fire, kindled by man's fires, priest of the call who comest with thy light, priest of the many flame armies, hearken to the anthem our thoughts strain out pure to the Godhead, like pure clarified butter, even as Mamata chanted to him her paean. He among mortals is fed on inspiration, the illumined who gives with his word to the fire, the seer whom the fire of the brilliant illuminations settles by his luminous safeguardings in the conquest of the pen, where are the herds of the light. Fire of the blackened trail in his very birth has filled wide earth and heaven with his far-seeing light. Now his fire that makes pure been seen, by his bright flame, even through much darkness of the billowing night. Found, O fire, for us and the masters of plenty by thy safeguardings, packed with the plenitudes a treasure of richly brilliant kinds. For these are they who surpass all others in their opulence and inspiration and hero mights. O fire, yearn to the sacrifice that the bringer of the offering casts to thee, found the rapture, hold firm in the Bharadwajas the perfect purification. Guard them in their seizing of the riches of the quest. Scatter all hostile things, increase the revealing word. May we revel in the rapture, strong with strength of the heroes, living 100 winters. And so the evolution and conception and progression that comes to the heart and soul and full and rich exuding dimension of this which is the essence of essence, the uncaused cause, our true nature and our true capacity of fulfilled inheritance and inspiration. In another one of its faces, it is the way and the pilgrim rite, as well as the fuel to that condition and truth of assumption. So when the pilgrim rite moves on its way, when this moving universal nature is set into the witness that all the universe gives it, we are called to set in our front, to set as the element which constitutes the forming infusion, the delivering manifestation of our being, this supernal and supreme, divine and blissful ecstatic fire. Place him in your front by your words, by your process, by your articulation, the flame of the good riddance that sheds all the aspects that are not akin and fulfilled and alive to it. For not only is it this passage, but we can trust to it, for he is the knower of all things born, the comprehender of the foundation of the cause of the whole. His light shines wide beyond the access of other dimensions, and he makes easy, and shall make easy for us, the progression, the integration, the pulse and the beat and the scope and the feeling and the movement of the sacrifice. Oh, this reality, which is kindled by our fires, kindled by our delivering purposeful communion, agent and priest of the call who comes with thy light, priest with the many flame powers, the many flame armies, hearken to the anthem. Our thoughts strain out pure to the Godhead like pure clarified butter. So not only is the greatest rich intensity of the nourishment in this image of the cow or the ray, this concentrated fuel, but also, like this concentrated fuel, it is said to leave no trace when burning. And so, taking fire with pure continence and complete integrated conception, in entire ownership, mamata is the concept of meanness or ownness associated with the perfection of a mother's love that holds on to a child. With that same meanness, the same delivering ground of association to the seat of identity, of the unborn whole. Bring the harmony, the anthem, the fulfillment, the strain, the harmony pure to the supreme and comprehending measure of the Godhead, like pure clarified butter to its witness. And so the first two passages mirror, for instance, the beginning of Sukta 8. Now have I spoken aloud the force of the brilliant male who fills the world, the discoveries of knowledge of the God who knows all things that are. A new and pure and beautiful thought is streaming like sacramental wine to the fire, the universal Godhead. Fire is the guardian of the laws of all workings, and he kept safe the laws of his action and motion, even in the moment of his birth in the supreme ether. The universal mighty of will measured into shape the middle world and touched heaven with his greatness. So the same condition of pure intoxication, bliss, and fulfilled assumption with the foundation of the continence and supernal, unremitting truth of that reality, the foundation of communion and connection is awoken. And as was voiced before, those who have fulfilled that rite of sacrifice, who have integrated to that seat of clarifying assumption, those among mortals is fed on inspiration, the illumined who gives with his word, with his full, unparted articulation to this meaning of meanings alighted, the seer whom the fire of the brilliant illumination settles by his luminous safeguardings in the conquest of the pen where are the herds of the light. So the direct and full association to the winning and realization and recollection of that transcendent cause, where the purity and completeness and essence of it abides, pacifies the word, makes it congruent and whole, and fulfills it to the essence of essence, this divine ground of fulfilled assumption station. Fire of the blackened trail in his very birth has filled wide earth and heaven with his far-seeing light. At the uninterrupted back, the complete dimension, the complete course of things, with this blackened trail that has singed up and taken all to the motivating cause's truth, he has filled manifestation and eminence, earth and heaven, with his far-seeing, his all-encompassing witness and light. Now has fire that makes pure been seen by his bright flame. So it in it, you in you, the equalization of the supernal to its consonant and complete present cause, has that complete inspiration, the complete intoxication of recollection to the intimate establishment of the Godhead that has been seen and is seeing even through much darkness, through the many dimensions of the billowing night. Found, O fire, for us, give to foundation and fulfillment complete integrity and existence. For us and the masters of plenty, by thy safeguardings, packed with the plenitude a treasure of richly brilliant kinds. So give the full expression to this foundation of existence, for those who partake to this benefit, realization, and recollection of truth. For these are they who surpass all others in their opulence and inspiration and hero mights, with the truth of that object in itself. O fire, yearn to the sacrifice, and how is this to be called about, unless it is desired? How is this to be called about, unless it has to be brought to the solution of form? So yearn, aspire, thirst to the fulfillment of that bliss in its pregnant parent presence, origin and end of foundation of cause. O fire, yearn to the sacrifice, that the bringer of the offering cast to thee, found the rapture. Hold firm in the Bharadwajas the perfect purification, the continent realization. Guard them in their seizing of the riches of the quest. So if the foundation of being's measure does not give the capacity of connection and association, it would not be true. There can be no function that is not an expression of its being's uninterrupted reality and ground. Scatter all hostile things, increase the revealing word. May we revel in the rapture, strong with the strength of heroes, living 100 winters. May we fulfill all the dimensions of life, and spread and revel in this purposeful ecstasy, this purposeful presence and seat in soul and word and way, revealing this inner truth, this inner soul of happening through the word, scattering things that are alien and opposed.